Hello and welcome to the Coffee Pod channel. And today's video, we're going to be taking a brief look at the unboxing of the Nescafe Dolce Gusto Delonghi Piccolo XS coffee machine. One of the smallest coffee pod machines you can get, but one of the longest names. And I've got some of the official pods as well. So because like me, you might have bought this in the Black Friday sale. I actually got this from Asda for £30 and these three for a tenner. Quite expensive because they're official pods, but we're going to be looking at on the channel some alternative pods for these. So if you're new around here, what we do is we're going to be looking at coffee pod machines and everything to do with coffee pods, like comparing them, unboxing them, reviewing them. And for this video, we're just going to be unboxing this one, the Piccolo XS, because you might have got this one on the Black Friday sale like I did. So here on the pod channel, as I said, we're going to be doing reviews of coffee pod machines. I have this one, which is my Lavazza Modo Mio. I've had this for quite a few months now and I absolutely love it with my third-party pods. Now they work out to be about 17p a pod. These work out to be about 40p a drink, which is quite a lot. But hey ho, that's what we're going to do on the channel. We're going to be looking at the best deals, kind of like for the pods and for the machines. Okay, so here is the box then. This is the, as I said, the longest name in the world. Dolce Gusto, the Piccolo XS. And you might have picked this up on the Black Friday deal because I knew it was in the sale, but it was still cheaper in Asda than it was on Amazon. And it does what it does the hot and the cold drinks. 50 bars maximum, yeah, whatever. Hermetic sealed, whatever. 1 minute eco mode, yeah, great. But I was really interested in the hot and the cold. And there we go. So enjoy a large choice of coffees and more. They're going to try and plug their official pods because that's how they make their money on these pods. I don't think they make much money on these machines. As I said, £30 for this. And then over here, just a bit more of an instruction manual. I'm assuming there's paperwork inside, but this box will tell you as well also how to do it. Okay, so as I said, we're going to do this video. We're going to unbox it, look at it, and then we'll stick, I'll say I've got a hot chocolate, a cappuccino, and a latte macchiato. We'll probably put one of those three through the machine after we've had a little bit of a look at it. Okay, so let's get it unboxed then. More instructions. Clean me first. Yeah, let me serve you. Okay, fine. So once we've got it unboxed, I'll give it a bit of a clean and then before we look at the shop. Drip tray, that's the first thing out of the box. And I noticed this in the pictures as well. So this is a UK plug, but look, it's got a really nice red cable because the machine itself is white, but it has a nice red cable to it. Nice set of the feature. Okay, let's get this out carefully. It really isn't very heavy at all. And then, as you'd expect, a bunch of paperwork. So the paperwork you're never going to read, whatever. Yeah, whatever. And there we go, the Piccolo Max. Let's get me started. This is just going to be for me reading off camera, just to work out how to use it before we just come and take a quick look back and then fire a shot through it. Okay, so there's some of the paperwork you get with it. Let's put that over there. And here's the machine itself, which I should just be able to. So there's a lid for the water tank. Let's just take this off. There we go. Okay, very glossy white. Very glossy. And as I was saying, look, this here's your red cable. That's nice and thick. Really good quality cable. Into what there, and the water tank. Take that bit off. Don't know about the capacity. I'd have to look up in the manual for that, but it looks good enough for certainly several shots. If we're going to be doing full drinks, you might take a couple, but no max fill line either. Well, let's see that somewhere. Okay, so that goes on the back. Just clip that on like so, and then we have the lid, which goes on like that. So this is more of a manual machine rather than a click a button and it go. So all I know is that you pull that up, you take that out, you put your pod in there, you slide it back in, and then I know that there's a switch at the back here. Can you see this? It has blue and red. I think that's for cold drinks, and then that's for hot drinks. Okay, so if we're going to put one of these in, and we've got a hot drink, you just flick it over to the side, and then it will come out of there. So let's have a look at the drip tray now. So Goes that way. Put it on like that. And then I believe these bits here, there you go, look, can you see they fit into there to make it so you can have like a smaller glass. So I've got my measuring thing here, that would fit perfectly under there. But then if you wanted a full drink, you pop that down there, it's big enough for your glass. What I'm going to do in the review is I'm going to be measuring all this and just making sure we've got the maximum and the minimum height for this drip tray, and the maximum and minimum height for this when it's like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off, I'm going to go and clean this, do the setup procedure that it asked for, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fire out one of these drinks on here. Right, so the cleaning process is done. Literally took 2 minutes. It's just flushing it through, one side on cold, one side on hot. Now we're going to choose one of these. I think we'll go for the latte macchiato because that is the 2 pods. So you have 1 pod for milk, 1 pod for coffee, and you have 8 of them. So this cost me 3 for a tenner. So I've worked out is around 40p for each coffee. There's the coffee ones, and there is a milk one. So you kind of get 8 of each in there. Okay, and it says, so lift it up, open it, you're going to get rid of this bit in there. You're not going to need that now, that's just for the cleaning process. We've done that, and then we're going to put the shot in. We're going to do the milk first, so we're going to pop the milk in like that into there, down, and that has opened it up, and we've got a bigger glass in here. Flick it onto the hot, flicking it off like that. So I put a little bit extra in there because I wanted a full glass, but this is a manual machine, okay, so it won't stop on its own, hence the price. So you're flicking it over, and it gives you timings in the book, and then you have to flick it back yourself. So I've got it to about there because that's how much of milk I wanted. Can you see the line of the froth? It's just about there. Now, normally what I do is I'm probably just going to stick another pod in there and drip it into there. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to put it into one of these, so we'll be able to tell how much milliliters. I'm going to look for a double shot, which is about 60 milliliters. So we're going to get it into there. Okay, so let's take this out, get rid of it, and we're going to put the shot in now. So the brown version into there, into the machine, close it up, and then we're going to have it onto hot again, but this time we're going to do it up to 60 milliliters. Okay, so let's make sure we get up to 60. Okay, put it back to off. Then all we're going to do is we're going to pour that into our milk. It certainly feels hot enough from what was essentially very quickly coming out of the Piccolo. Very good. Okay, so the proof is in the tasting. Here I have the macchiato. So I go, yeah, that's hot enough. Crikey, that's very hot. That is actually a lot hotter than my Mona Mio coffee. Nice. Okay. As I said, we're going to do a full review of the Piccolo. Do a full review of that, and we'll do kind of like a taste impressions of the coffee as well. And that will come. So like, subscribe, more information on coffee pod machines. Bye-bye.